The SEC basketball tournament chugging along in Tennessee's capital city. Here we are at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, ready for the second session of your Thursday. Welcome to the 2015 Men's SEC Basketball Tournament presented by Regions. Game number 3 of this 4-game day about to get underway. As you see earlier, Florida wins the 8-9 game, knocking out Alabama. They move on to a matchup with Kentucky and Auburn. A second straight upset, at least in terms of seeding, with a 7-point win over Texas A&M. They will face LSU. Vanderbilt, Tennessee, South Carolina, Ole Miss. What we have for you this evening: Dory Noka, former Volunteer Dane Bradshaw, former Kentucky Wildcat Tony Delk with you. Let's start with the first game. Vanderbilt, Tennessee, great rivalry here in Nashville of all places. What are you looking forward to?
It's pretty simple. It's all about the three-point shot in this game. Nobody's worse at defending the three than Tennessee so far this year. Nobody better at shooting the three than Vanderbilt. So Tennessee's going to have to change things if they want to stay in this.
TD?
I expect for that zone of Tennessee to find the shooters of Vanderbilt because they know they can make shots. And the reason why they can make shots, they set good screens, they play smart. And Riley LaChance had 19 and 8 his last game in Tennessee. Talk about guarding. They have to know where shooters are at all times.
Quickly here, we saw Auburn, a winner Wednesday, win today as well. South Carolina is going to try to do it too. What kind of a shot do you give them against Ole Miss?
South Carolina got to make shots. You know, if they make shots, they're able to stay in the game. But what they have to worry about is Moody and Summers. They scored over 35 points. They scored half their points. So I expect Coach Martin will definitely key in on those two players.
To me, it's about Andy Kennedy's hot offensive rebels versus the defensive Frank Martin. Both teams have two different philosophies on how they're going to win the game. See who comes out with it.
Big news today. Greg Sankey has been appointed to replace Mike Slive as commissioner of the SEC. When this game is over, he will join me on the set for his first interview since that news came out. So we will have Greg Sankey. But right now, let's get down courtside for Vanderbilt and Tennessee. Dave Neal and Darren Horn, guys, take it.
All right, thank you very much, Dory. The 188th meeting between Vanderbilt and Tennessee coming your way from Bridgestone Arena. And obviously, this is a big-time rivalry. But I know this is the tournament. Darren Horn, that certainly everybody wants to win and have to get to the championship game. But there's more at stake between these two clubs than maybe meets the eye initially.
Yeah, postseason burst. Maybe not in the NCAA for these teams, but both would like to play in the postseason in the NIT. Vanderbilt's got to win a game to stay above 500. You don't qualify if you don't have a winning record, and Vanderbilt wants to keep winning. I think they got a chance to move through this bracket.
All right, we'll see how that happens. Now, these two clubs met twice this season already, and they were very interesting games. How about Tennessee rallying from 5 down with 15 seconds left in regulation to force overtime? They win it by 3. After the game, some words exchanged. Then they go to Knoxville. That's when Vanderbilt returned the favor, down 13 in the second half. They would win. Emotional game, 73-65. Even the emotions of Coach Kevin Stallings got the better of him. Had to apologize to one of his own players for some of the comments he had as they were leaving the court. But these guys are competitors, and one of those is Josh Richardson. He says, hey, we're out here just to win this game.
Players just want to play. They want to go out on the floor and compete. And Josh Richardson knows, hey, that's part of the game. Expect a great effort tonight from both these teams.
All right, for more on this rivalry, let's head over to the third member of our team, Kaylee Hartung. Hey, Kaylee.
Hey, Dave. We've all witnessed the passion of in-state rivalries in this conference. For the University of Tennessee's part, they are pushing the hashtag #OurState on Twitter. As they see it, their football team took care of business as they won at Vanderbilt, their last regular season game to qualify for the postseason. Now, for Vanderbilt's part, while the heated words of Wade Baldwin made headlines for Game 1 and actions in Game 2, they're treating Game 3 differently. When the options here are win or go home, this game is about more than just this rivalry.
Oh, yes, it is. The Volunteer State Showdown will have a great crowd inside the arena. Here's the lineups for both these clubs tonight. Josh Richardson, Kevin Funner, Robert Hubbs III, Armani Moore, and Derek Reese making his 10th start of the season, but his first in the last 12 games will be Wade Baldwin, Riley LaChance, Matthew Fisher-Davis, James Siakam, and the big fella in the middle, Damian Jones, for the Commodores. So the 188th meeting about to get underway. Matter of fact, Vanderbilt has struggled against Tennessee in this tournament, just 1-6 all-time against the Vols. But the last meeting in the tournament came back in 1987. That's how long it's been since they have played in this environment.
And this is the first time since 1989-90 they faced each other 3 times in a season.
And we are underway. The Commodores will have the first crack at it. Riley LaChance. Boy, you start talking about these young guys who have certainly grown up before our eyes this year, and there's a reason why. I mean, just effortless out of the hands of Matthew Fisher Davis.
And obviously they shoot the ball well because they've got good shooters, but they also are outstanding passers. You see the nice skip pass that led to the easy step-in three for Fisher Davis.
Here's Richardson, the senior. Derek Reese around the perimeter. A little bit more athletic lineup on the floor tonight with Reese getting the start for Tennessee. Hunter. Another chance for the Vols. Tennessee averaging 63 points a game, 12th in the conference. Vandy giving up 63 a game. That's right in the middle of the pack. Blocked by Damian Jones. His 62nd block of the year. He's third in the conference in that department. Kevin Stallings now in his 16th year with the Commodores. This may be one of his better coaching jobs to watch this team evolve this year.
Well, it's really developed a lot of young players, but talented young players that have gotten better as the years gone on.
In that second meeting in Knoxville, Vanderbilt ended the game hitting their final 13 shots. In the second half, they made 16 of 19. And a foul on the inside against Tennessee as Damian Jones going strong to the basket. That will go against Reese. There is Donnie Tyndall, first year with the Vols. 1993 graduate of Morehead State. Actually won a championship right here in this building. Back in 2006, won the Ohio Valley Tournament Championship when he was head coach at Morehead State.
I, for one, am glad that he bagged the orange jacket for this game. Leave that to the regular season matchups.
It was kind of funny. Coach Tyndall said, you know, that orange jacket just didn't really fit my physique. Look at some of that Vanderbilt offense in the second half against Tennessee in that game that they rallied from 13 down. Incredible performance.
What's one of the most amazing stats I've ever seen. Vandy scored 13 straight field goals to finish that game on an incredible streak. Shot 80% in that half. This is a team that's capable of getting hot. Tennessee may have to make some adjustments to stop the three-point shooting as this game goes on.
Interesting dynamic as we watch Richardson with the basketball. Donnie Tyndall loves the 2-3 zone. I mean, it's his bread and butter. We'll play it 80% of the time, if not more. But Vandy shoots it so well against zone defenses, third best in the country. Do you make changes if you're Tyndall?
Well, their last matchup, it was the only game all year long that Donnie Tyndall scrapped the zone and went man-to-man. They've got to make sure that they get to shooters and chase them off the line. But the biggest issue they have is they've got to contain dribble penetration and the ball getting to the middle and inside to Damian Jones.
They did it there. Richardson keeps it alive. Up ahead to Robert Hubbs III.
Josh Richardson just does so many things for this basketball team. He drives the energy for the Tennessee Volunteers. Great effort play that led to an easy basket.
Another question I have. Does Vandy get a little overconfident because of the way the second half transpired the last time they met?
Well, I'm sure that Kevin Stallings explained to him, guys, we're not going to score 13 straight times and shoot that way again. We've got to do the little things. We've got to defend. We've got to rebound. We've got to take care of the basketball. Great effort play by Josh Richardson. Look at this, the awareness to throw it to the other end of the floor led to an easy basket. One of the reasons that young man, in addition to his scoring, is all SEC.
Richardson in the corner. Well, he saved the day in Nashville. Huge game against the Commodores in Memorial. Rallied the Vols to a victory.
Great look by Josh Richardson on that play after some dribble penetration. That's an issue for Vanderbilt against Tennessee. Can they guard Tennessee off the dribble and contain dribble penetration?
The chance from the corner. Got it. I mean, these guys barely hit the rim when they shoot it. Man.
Well, it's not just one or two guys. They have two or three at all times, and sometimes four when Luke Cornett's in the game on the floor that can make shots from beyond the arc.
Punter. Richardson. Back to Punter. Took a little contact, got it off the backboard.
Again, another example of dribble penetration, a problem for Vanderbilt. Look for them to mix in more zone than they usually play in this game to address that issue.
Baldwin, right past Hubbs, inside to Siakam, count it. So James Siakam, the center, the senior, out of Cameroon, will head to the free throw line.
Well, talking with the Vanderbilt staff before the game, talked about James Siakam and how his energy drives the energy of this Vanderbilt team. He's the only senior on the team that gets any real minutes, and these young guys really look to him for his leadership. He's a high character, high energy guy.
Bad news for the Vols. Reese just picked up his second foul. We haven't played 4 minutes yet. He heads to the bench. Willie Carmichael III checks in his place. A little contact, and you can count it for Josh Richardson. That'll go against Baldwin. That'll be his first. And Josh will head to the free throw line, where he's a 79% shooter on the year.
Well, Josh Richardson does a good job of dropping his shoulder, creating the contact, and squares his shoulder with a nice touch. Not a lot of contact on that play, but Baldwin's got to keep the dribble in front right now. Tennessee getting in the paint too easy.
Tennessee had some trouble scoring the basketball in their final regular season game. They only put up 49 against South Carolina, but Richardson did all he could in that one. Had 14 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals in that loss.
Well, Josh Richardson getting a lot of attention too from NBA scouts because of his versatility and his size on the perimeter. He's shown that he can play some point guard as well. He's going to get some looks after this season.
Fisher Davis. Batted around. Scooped up in the corner by Balkman. Foul on the floor. Hunter on the pass. Foul on LaChance, his first. 10-7, Vandy out in front. Opening moments from Nashville.
SEC Network Basketball is presented by Regions Bank, proud to be the official bank of the SEC, and in part by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
Doug and Casey are headed to the beach. Forgetting to deposit a check could have put their plans on hold. But Regions is helping Doug greenlight this moment of spontaneity by letting him choose immediate access to money from a check he's depositing in a snap. Regions Mobile Deposit lets you skip a trip to the bank and give life the green light. Ready to move your life forward? Switch to Regions.
Strong can heal from miles away. Unite us for a common good. And turn a simple video into endless laughter. Strong can take you all the way to the summit.
So cool!
Think what Strong can do for you.
Can I play too?
AT&T's network now has the nation's strongest 4G LTE signal.
Introducing the Bacon Velveeta Patty Meltdown with grilled onions and applewood smoked bacon. It's the best kind of meltdown, only at Hardee's.
They will win their home opener in SEC play. Vanderbilt improves to 11-3.
What a turnaround it has been. This young Vanderbilt team.
They won their first ball game, then lost 7 straight. February was terrific. March is starting off on a good note. This Vandy team as hot as any in SEC play.
This is a club that's won 5 in a row. And if you look at the wins, certainly the second hottest team in the conference behind Kentucky with that last 10, 8-2. Now, that first 8 included games against Arkansas, Georgia twice, Kentucky, LSU, and at A&M.
So 5 of those games against the top 5 in the league, 6 of those, 5 of them on the road. Only 1 game against the top 5 in the league in the win streak at the end of the year against Ole Miss.
Got to take care of your business. That's what Vandy did. allowed him to pick up a number 7 seed with a team that, you know, listen, let's face reality. Outside of Damian Jones coming into this year, most people around this league didn't know anything about Vanderbilt basketball. You look at Fisher Davis, Wade Baldwin, Riley LaChance. You knew that they were decent recruits, but you didn't know how it would all play out.
Well, we're starting 3 freshmen, and you never know what you're going to get from most freshmen. Even guys at Kentucky that come out as McDonald's All-Americans have to get better over the course of their freshman season.
Jones flying for the offensive rebound. Puts it up. Damian Jones with a tough basket underneath. 4 points for Damian Jones and 3 rebounds.
And it was great ball movement that moved the Tennessee defense and allowed Damian Jones to get to the offensive glass, and it was a good, strong finish.
Richardson hands it off to Bachman. He got hit by Siakam. Kevin Stallings can't believe that's a 2-shot foul. He thought it was on the rebound, and that'll go against Siakam.
Well, the offensive end, Kevin Stallings' team is moving the basketball exceptionally well early in this game. Defensively, they've got to clean up. Taking care of dribble penetration by Tennessee.
Bachman, 77% at the line. Let's go back, and you be the judge. Was Bachman shooting this basketball?
He was definitely attempting to try to tip the ball in.
Yeah.
Had both hands on it. Yeah, absolutely. Shot attempt on an offensive rebound.
Bachman, the junior college transfer out of Gulf Coast State College. Grew up in South Georgia and Bainbridge. LaChance, catch, shoot, that's off to the right. Richardson comes up with the basketball. Reese back on the floor, though, with those 2 fouls for Tennessee. Here's Armani Moore. He's trying to get it going. A 6'5" power forward. Can't get it to go. Jones, another rebound.
Really solid defense by Luke Cornett to move his feet and use his length to try to make the smaller Moore finish over him.
Inside it goes to Jones. Spins. Too strong. There's Cornett. Good offensive rebound. A floater by LaChance is good.
Right now, the key offensively for Vanderbilt is their ball movement has Tennessee shifting their zone so much. It's opening up lanes for rebounders to get to the offensive glass when shots are missed.
Offensive foul. Armani Moore.
That's just silly, Dave. There was no need for that. That's not toughness. That's poor basketball. All you did was pick up a foul, get a turnover for your team. No box out by Tennessee. Nice find by Luke Cornett.
Watching Armani Moore go to that bench and Donnie Tyndall giving him an earful. More than likely exactly what you just said. You're not helping us there.
But, you know, ultimately, Dave, that's a selfish basketball play because you did something that made you feel a little bit better that hurts your team.
Well, Armani will have a chance to think about that for a few moments. Here's Mitchell on the game. And the game for Vandy running the point. The freshman gets it to LaChance. He's feeling it early. 7 for Riley.
Hey, Dave, let me tell you something. Riley LaChance, he can hoop. He can really play.
LaChance, 22 games in double figures. Had a high of 26 twice in back-to-back games against Purdue and Western Carolina.
Maybe what I like best about him is not his skill level and his ability to score, but that his demeanor never changes. The guy's just a silent assassin. He comes out, doesn't say a lot, and performs every night.
Nice play by Bachman, taking it to the basket. 4 points for him. 2 free throws and a field goal. Cornett. Tough pass from Fisher Davis. Tried to hit Cornett at the top of the key. Didn't work.
Tennessee felt like they got hurt in their last game against Vanderbilt, allowing the ball to the high post.
Oh, what a block from Damian Jones. His second tonight. Fisher Davis. Too strong. Here goes Richardson. Reese. Now to Kevin Punter. Up and under move is good on the chance. Fournette from the corner. That won't drop. Reese the rebound. Tennessee the other way. Balkman got it. He rips the net. We're tied at 16. 7 for Balkman off the bench.
Corner threes are a great shot to take, but if you're not careful, they often lead to transition the other way and easy baskets. Tennessee did a good job of taking that miss and pushing it for an easy one.
Fournette will try it again. Won't go. Jones steps on the baseline, and that'll get us to our under 12 timeout. Damian Jones making his presence felt, the first team All-SEC performer.
Well, they like to say anchor down at Vanderbilt. Damian Jones reminding Tennessee, I'm the anchor of this defense. Tennessee with the answer from beyond the arc.
Dad, like, how many more weeks are you going to be using my car?
Until my insurance claim goes through, this is our car.
Mr. Parker, my parents have...
Allstate.
They have this...
Claim satisfaction guarantee.
Really?
Their claim experience is...
Fast, fair, and hassle-free.
Or they get their, like, money back.
Sarah! Come to prom with me!
No.
Hey, Mr. Parker.
Claim satisfaction guarantee. Just another way Allstate is changing car insurance for good.
What sorts of things are keeping you guys awake at night?
Am I saving enough? Will I be able to save enough before retirement?
My life expectancy now is 24 years. My money expectancy is about 15 years.
I don't want to get to the end of the road and not have any money in the bank.
An advisor can really help you look at the whole picture.
I need fans put up. I need lights put up. Who's going to do that?
Now there's HomeAdvisor.com, a free service that matches your home project with top local service professionals.
We got everything from Home Advisor. Electricians, plumbers, handymen.
You get to read the customer reviews of all of your neighbors.
And you know that the companies that are on there have already been screened, and so you already have that confidence going in.
And Home Advisor is always free. Go to HomeAdvisor.com now.
Home Advisor.
It's the SEC basketball tournament from Nashville, Tennessee, inside Bridgestone Arena. Excellent crowd on hand for this rivalry game, Tennessee and Vanderbilt. A busy Thursday. Already, Florida moves on. Their reward, Kentucky. How about Auburn? Back-to-back wins. They take down Texas A&M. They'll move on to take on LSU. The winner of this one will meet Arkansas, your number 2 seed, and Georgia awaits the winner of Ole Miss, South Carolina. Vanderbilt and Tennessee tied at 16. Let's get more with Kaylee, who's with Kevin Stallings.
Coach, what do you make of your team's shot selection in the last couple of minutes?
Yeah, that was bad. We took some bad shots and too many threes. We got to get the ball inside a little bit, drive it in there in the paint, and then kick it out.
Thanks, Coach.
You know, I asked that question during the timeout. I said, you think Tennessee's pressure after made field goals is kind of speeding Vandy up a little bit?
You know, I think it is to some degree, but I think they also want to shoot a lot of threes. Now, they may be taking too many to Kevin Stallings' liking, but I didn't see him say anything when they were let go.
Right.
And when play was happening, the fact that they didn't go in now means we got to get it inside more. But they do have 8 of their 13 shots threes right now.
Right, it's like, I gave you a shot.
Yeah. Now let's get it back inside. Let's not forget.
Well, Vandy back in their zone against Tennessee. Shot clock at 7. Here's Reese, left open, free throw line, makes him pay. Tennessee's first lead of the night. How about this 9-0 run by the Vols? Withstood the early run by Vanderbilt. The chance. Here's Mitchell now. Shot clock at 7. Gets it inside. Roberson fouled on the way up. Owens will pick up the personal.
Shelton Mitchell with the good dribble penetration on that play and the nice find. He's got terrific feel for a young player.
For Roberson, the freshman out of Houston, Texas. Tennessee very aggressive toward the basket.
Well, they came into this game knowing they needed to attack off the bounce, make Vanderbilt have to guard them off the dribble, and not just to create scoring opportunities, but to have the right aggressive mindset in this game. Donnie Tyndall not happy in their season finale against South Carolina. He felt like they got out-toughed by the Gamecocks. Wants to be aggressive on the offensive end tonight.
Here's Owens. Long pass coming right at me. Richardson keeps it alive. Heck of a play by Josh. Derek Estella checks in. Featured the freshman out of Decatur, Alabama. Shot clock at 2. Richardson, a deep 3 off the mark. Good rebound for Wade Baldwin. Averages 4 rebounds a game. Fournette, it's Siakam. And a hand check against the Vols, and that'll go against Owens. So back-to-back fouls for Tariq.
This is the second outstanding hustle play by Josh Richardson. And good awareness to save the over and back call, to know where he is on the floor and keep that ball alive.
Out of the corner, Mitchell knocks home a 3. Boy, just his 6th of the year. They have a lot of three-point shooters that are double figures in that department, but Shelton not one of them. Now 6 of 27 on the season.
Well, you can make more when you take good ones, and that was a great one. More ball movement by Vanderbilt.
Bunner gets it to Moore. That one's off the mark, knocked out of bounds, and last touched by the Vols.
The key to Vanderbilt's offense in the last several weeks has been how well they've moved the basketball. On the inbounds play, the ball never touches the floor from side to side in the deep corner for the easy open 3.
Kevin Punter defending Mitchell. Roberson inside. Baldwin hit by a couple of orange jerseys. Looked like a pinball in the middle of that paint.
One of the reasons Vanderbilt is having success against this Tennessee zone, Vanderbilt sending a lot of cutters. Anybody that catches the basketball at the top and reverses it is cutting through the zone. That's making this Tennessee team have to talk and figure out who they're matched up to, because technically it's a 2-3 matchup zone, and they're having some problems with it.
Don't forget, Saturday, the SEC ESPN Network brings you an SEC softball doubleheader. First at 1, LSU takes on Florida. Then at 3, Alabama and the Georgia Bulldogs. Both games live on the Watch ESPN app as well. 7-0 run now for Vanderbilt after Tennessee had their 9-0 run. And it's a 5-point Commodore lead. Vandy shooting 50% from the field. Tennessee at 39%.
And what's the difference in Tennessee attack the zone? Both can work, but just different. Their guys are more set, simple ball screen. They're staying spotted up. Vanderbilt sending more cutters through against the Tennessee zone.
That foul on Armani Moore, and that'll be the 3rd on Armani Moore, and that is big news. Tennessee Vandy. Nice little in-state rivalry on this Thursday at the SEC tournament. Right now, it's Vanderbilt by 5.
Heroes charge.
your heroes in the hit mobile game. Download Heroes Charge now.
Great steal by Pauly Stein. And a block by Mr. Mickey, are you serious? Leads it for Paul.
Smile.
No matter how well you provide for your family today, if you don't have life insurance, their future may be at risk. Why not help guarantee those you love $250,000 or more with life insurance through AIG Direct? Less than $14 a month buys a 40-year-old man a $250,000 term life policy. That's up to 3 times what you can get from other companies for the same price. Make the future more secure for those you love. Call now for a free quote or visit AIGDirect.com.
UFC lightweight champion Anthony Showtime Pettis will face his next challenge, who aims to be a showstopper. On March 14th, welcome
Can you believe it?
to the show. Lightweight champion Anthony Pettis takes on #1 contender Rafael Dos Anjos for the UFC title.
23-18, Commodores out in front. Let's get an update on the Tennessee huddle. Here's Kaylee with Coach Donnie Tyndall.
Coach, how is Vanderbilt's ball movement and the cutters that they're sending affecting your zone?
Well, they're a great motion team. They're going forward round one and spacing the floor and doing a great job of driving and kicking. And for the most part, we're making a miss, but then we're not rebounding the basketball. That's been a key so far.
Thank you, Coach.
You know what, I love watching Donnie Tyndall's teams practice, and he's an exceptional basketball mind. I remember that I did the first game in Nashville when Tennessee somehow won that game. He had a great comment at our post-game interview. Somebody said, Coach, how'd you pull this off? He goes, I'm not quite sure about it. It was one of those things like you never felt like Tennessee was going to win that game, but they did.
Down 5 with 15 seconds.
And then Josh Richardson in the overtime just kind of took it upon himself to say Tennessee is going to win this game. Boy, it is a game of runs tonight. The last one by Vanderbilt, trying to stretch it to maybe a 9 or 10 possibly run here. Roberson. Mitchell. Making a 9-0 run thanks to Damian Jones.
Well, right now, Vanderbilt putting on a clinic in ball movement and making the extra pass.
Richardson off to Balkman. Josh fires from the wing. Damian Jones another rebound. Tennessee 0 for 4 from behind. Or Richardson now 0 for 4. Shooting the basketball. Behind the arc, 1 of 6 overall.
One of the things that's plagued Tennessee all year is that they can have scoring droughts, especially when they don't get out in transition and get some easy ones.
Off the foot of Balkman, but here's some of that ball movement you've been talking about with the Commodores.
Well, the key to this movement is it's switching sides of the floor. This one on a skip, and it's going from high to low on the floor. This one all the way around and then down to the corner. And then another one looks almost exactly the same off a baseline out of bounds play. They're getting reversal, and they're making the Tennessee defense have to shift.
Oh. Damian Jones can't convert right at the rim. And then Tennessee throws it away. Hunter was trying to hit Hubbs, and Hubbs was breaking to the basket. So a gift for Vanderbilt. Vandy 3 out of 9 behind the arc on the year. This Commodore club, 39%. Best number in the conference. shot clock. Here's Damian Jones off to LaChance. Baldwin, open three. In and out, won't go. Damian Jones, another rebound. Donnie Tyndall thought he was out of bounds. And then Reese picks up a foul, and Donnie Tyndall is a little hot on that sideline. Reese just picks up his third.
He sure did step out of bounds. Clearly out of bounds. Donnie Tyndall's upset, and he should be. That's not even close.
And it just got his guy a third foul because of that missed call. And now Tennessee just picked up a bench warning. I mean, Donnie Tyndall can say he stepped out of bounds. We can say he stepped out of bounds, but there's nothing you can do about it now.
Yeah, he's made his point. At this point, he needs to move on.
The fact is, it's a double whammy. You get Reese, who picks up his third. You already have more with three. And you send Fournette to the free throw line for a basket when it basically should be your basketball heading the other way.
And to add to that, Vanderbilt's going to get to go back and set their defense. And Tennessee struggled in the last 4 minutes attacking Tennessee in the half court. In fact, it gives them a chance to extend pressure a little bit with three-quarter court pressure.
Lead is 9. Hubbs, no good. The chance from the corner. Richardson, the long rebound. Josh, 1 out of 6 from the field. And a foul by Jones. Richardson trying to throw one down. Instead, he will head to the free throw line. And for Damian Jones, that will be number 1.
Tennessee attacking in transition. Richardson started it. And then he gets it back at the end. Tries to get the and one. Can't convert.
What a season for Josh. 6th in points. 1st in steals. 7th in field goal percentage, 7th in free throw percentage, leading the conference in minutes per game at 36 a night. And that just breaks a 5.5-minute scoring drought by Tennessee. Good save by Baldwin.
One of the reasons you don't see Tennessee trying to be more aggressive in their full court pressure and get some traps. They don't want to get that floor too spread out with all these Vanderbilt shooters.
The chance. They left him open.
I always think it's going in when he lets go of it. It always looks that good. And he can do it off the catch from deep, and he can do it off the bounce.
9 points for Riley LaChance to lead everybody on the floor.
So much of coaching is timing, especially in recruiting. You got to think a guy from the Milwaukee, Wisconsin area would be playing for Steve Rojo if he had been the coach when he was in high school.
LaChance picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd. Looks like they just looks like Richardson just stepped on Riley's foot.
Riley LaChance was backing up.
Balkman. That won't happen. The follow no good. Boy, Hubbs got up high, just couldn't finish it off. Under 4 minutes to go in the opening half. Wade Baldwin, the 4th. No good. Balkman. Devin, that is a 3. Boy, did Tennessee need that. He's got 10 off the bench tonight.
And Balkman's been a spark in some games for Tennessee this year, shooting almost 40% from 3.
Jones with a throwdown.
It was an angry dunk.
He's played a little angry tonight.
Sometimes a slow starter, Damian Jones, but not tonight. He's been aggressive from the tip.
Here's Richardson. Carmichael. 2nd chance opportunity for Tennessee. And a warning against Tennessee for touching that basketball. And that will get us to our under 4 media timeout. Damian Jones, these two clubs had some chippy games during the regular season. Maybe Damian Jones with a chip on his shoulder tonight.
And again, the key is great spacing and ball movement. The recipient this time, Damian Jones, with the thunderous slam.
SEC Network Basketball is brought to you by State Farm. For auto, home, life, and banking, get to a better state.
This moment, it's been 40 years in the making. Passing the torch from father to son is why your family partnered with Regions in the first place. From succession planning to your first day as CEO, Regions shares your vision for moving forward. And at moments like this, that makes all the difference. Is your business at a turning point? Turn to Regions.
At Zulily.com, women are discovering something new every day.
Zulily has an amazing selection. You will find the cutest outfits for a fraction of the price.
We typically offer 100 new sales events each day, so there's always something special to discover, all at prices up to 70% off. And our mobile apps make it easy to shop on the go.
I know that if I find something on Zulily, I better grab it right away or it'll be gone.
Now it's your turn. Discover new selections and unbeatable savings. Shop Zulily.com and start saving today.
It's the SEC tournament presented by Regions. Second round hoops where Vanderbilt up by 6 late first half. Of course, Tennessee, some concerns coming in to this one against the Commodores. For more on that, let's go over to Kaylee Hartine.
Well, Dave, before the game, Donnie Tyndall told me 2 stats he was going to be keeping an eye on would be Vanderbilt's 3-point field goal percentage and the free throw margin. As it stands now, Vanderbilt 3 of 11. That will keep them under 30%, which was exactly Donnie Tyndall's goal. As for that free throw margin, we've got Tennessee 5 of 5. Vandy, they're 8 of 10. So Vandy getting to the line more than Donnie Tyndall would like them to.
Pretty much the story of that one so far.
Well, from a basketball standpoint, one of the reasons the free throw numbers are up is because they're shooting so many threes with the floor spread, and it's allowing Vanderbilt to get to the offensive glass, which is where they picked up at least 6 of those free throws.
Vanderbilt's missed their last 3 3-point attempts. Here's Mitchell off the ball one. Fisher Davis quickly around the perimeter. Boy, Vandy wastes little time moving the basketball. There's Baldwin now with 5 points.
That ball literally went from one corner to the other without touching the floor. Tennessee's zone cannot shift fast enough to catch up with it and stop the shot.
Richardson still struggling from the field. But a second chance opportunity now. Punter. 2:24 to play before the break. Punter. Off the mark. Balkman. Vanderbilt finally comes away with the basketball as Damian Jones picks up his 7th rebound. And another right-handed dunk.
I think with all the great shooting that Vanderbilt's had over the last several weeks while they've been playing so well, it's gone unnoticed how important the presence of Damian Jones is to this Vanderbilt basketball team.
3 dunks tonight for Damian Jones.
The important thing is 7 rebounds, and that dunk was started by one of his rebounds.
Hunter hangs in the air, misses everything. Another rebound for Damian. Richardson with a steal, taking it right to the rack. Get out of the way. Josh Richardson.
That's the kind of playmaking that has the NBA scouts excited about Josh Richardson. He makes plays on both ends of the floor, and he's got the athleticism to make highlights.
That was nice. Jones Trying to return the favor, but he travels. They're going to say a foul before the travel.
Couple of back-to-back athletic plays by both teams. First, Damian Jones after running the floor in transition. How about the steal? That might have been just as impressive as the left-hand dunk. Damian Jones didn't quite want to go up with him. That might have ended up on SportsCenter. It may end up there anyway, but it definitely would have had Jones taken the brunt of it.
You don't see guys go to their offhand to slam it like that very often.
Playmaker. Josh Richardson does it on both ends.
Carmichael picked up that foul. Damian Jones with 10 and 8 here in the opening half. Hubs. Under a minute to go. 7-point game. About 10.5 seconds separating the clocks.
Tennessee's got to make sure they keep James Siakam off the glass.
Shot clock goes under 10. Then a hand check against Richardson. That'll be his first. There are the boys getting ready for our Heroes Charge halftime report. Of course, they'll talk about that Auburn win over Texas A&M. And a new commissioner named Greg Sankey will take over for Mike Slive. Those boys will break down all the information you need to know concerning the SEC tournament. What a win for Bruce Pearl and the Auburn Tigers. They really came into this event limping, but have won back-to-back games.
Well, they got a little bit of a break today playing against a Daniel Houseless Texas A&M team, but credit Auburn for making plays, and the one constant on that team has been KT Harrell, and he's been terrific here in Nashville.
Damian Jones fouled as he gets another offensive rebound. 9 boards for that man.
Making his presence known on the glass. Damian Jones, and pretty bad sequence for Tennessee. First a foul 30 feet from the basket with 8 seconds on the shot clock, and then no free throw block out.
But Damian's got to make those free throws. Now 2 out of 4. One out of 2 for the big fella. Just a sophomore out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 10 seconds to play. Balkman to Carmichael. 5 seconds. Punter. In the corner it goes. Hubs knocks home a 3. A big shot for Tennessee. A little momentum as they head to the locker room. Making it a 6-point contest. Vanderbilt shoots 52%. Tennessee 36%. But they get the 3 out of the corner.
Tennessee with the page out of Vanderbilt's book. The nice skip pass and the quick extra one allows Hubs to get it off in plenty of time. A little momentum headed into the locker room.
Donnie Tyndall will regroup the Volunteers to try to overcome a 6-point deficit at the break. Good start to the night session. Vandy out in front, 38-32. We'll be back with our Heroes Charge halftime report right after these messages.
Introducing the State Farm National Bureau of Assists. Sebastian Curry, twin of Stephen Curry, has a master's in disasters. Summer Bird, twin of Sue Bird, stops at nothing except stoplights. Darius Lillard, twin of Damian Lillard, says there's no I in assist. Don Stockton, twin of John Stockton, Chief Assist Officer. And of course, Cliff Paul. Assisting has a new starting 5.
Around here, you're walking in the footsteps of people who've made a difference. Scholars, philosophers, those relentless people who never stop asking why. The ones who had the gall to think they could change the world. And the guts to prove they were right. Choose your path. Choose Vanderbilt.
Earth Hour is for the citizens of the world to want action on climate change.
If we don't do anything about climate change, we will have lost the chance to do it.
Carbon emissions are at unprecedented levels.
Now is your moment to act.
Where do we begin? The rubble or our sins? Oh, where do we begin? The rubble or our sins?
I'm using my power.
I'm using my power
to save the Great Barrier Reef.
I'm using my power.
I'm using my power
to raise children's awareness about the environment.
To make our city more sustainable.
To save my forest. To save our home.
Welcome to the Heroes Charge halftime report. And in this intra-state battle here in Nashville, Vanderbilt with a 6-point lead on Tennessee. That is one of 2 blocks from Damian Jones, who had a big first half for the Commodores in what is essentially a rubber match between these two as they split this season. Dari Noka here, former Volunteer. Dane Bradshaw there, former Kentucky Wildcat. Tony Delk over there. Let's start with you and your alma mater. Where have they been slow out of the gate?
Well, I think they've answered the call as far as defending the 3, which is one of the big issues they had. But while they've done that, they've sacrificed the interior focus, and Damian Jones has taken advantage. 11 points, 9 rebounds. Damian Jones is the guy that's been a little bit inconsistent with his motor, but when his motor is on, there's nobody better in the league down low. Yeah. Damian Jones has been great. A big key to that, too. Armani Moore for Tennessee doesn't have the height of Damian Jones, but he's got 3 fouls. That's the heart and soul for Tennessee. They need him back in the second half.
TD.
I like Vanderbilt. Like I said, they're a team that's really spacing the court. They pass the ball and they look at inside. And when you have great spacing, you're able to drive. You have driving lanes and getting the ball inside. You talk about knocking down shots. That's all they're doing. The ball moves faster than the player. Make the extra pass. Give up a good shot to get a great shot. And that's what they're doing. Getting inside, making extra pass, great ball reversing.
Vanderbilt, by the way, 9 assists on 12 field goals. You'll take that, and that's kind of to your point there. 38-32, Vandy leading at the half. This is the 3rd game of the day. How about the story, really, so far of this tournament in terms of a team? And that's a team that played in the 2nd game of the day. Auburn, who won last night against Mississippi State for the first time in this conference tournament since 2009. Now they get a shot at A&M, who Joe Lenardi, our bracketologist, said coming in would be done with a loss. Devontae Fitzgerald for 3. A&M 5 made threes in the first half. They were up 10 at the break, and then everything changed, guys.
Yes, it did. You talk about KT Harrell. He got hot the second half. They went on a 16-1 run before Texas A&M knew where that hit it.
Harrell, 25 points, and then Simeon Bowers, the big throwdown in transition. Bowers, who really struggled yesterday, did go 4 for 6, 8 points. Rather, I should say 10 points, 8 rebounds, so nearly a double-double. He was clearly better. And Auburn moves on with 2 wins already in this tournament.
We talked about their halftime adjustments. They needed to turn over Texas A&M. How about 19 times? Alex Caruso, the other team's point guard. Yeah. If you turn the other team point guard over 10 times, you got a good chance at winning. That's how Auburn was able to get their offense going.
Not the double-double you want. 11 points, 10 turnovers. How about the first game of the day? Good friends. Anthony Grant and Billy Donovan as Alabama meeting up with Florida. Grant 0-9 all-time against Donovan. Retno Basahan with a remarkable up and under, guys.
Showing his athleticism, going up and underneath the basket, and this team was off to a great start at the beginning of the game.
Dorian Finney-Smith, though. 2 double-doubles since he's come back from suspension. How about a 3rd one on this day? 23 points, 11 rebounds. He did it inside, he did it outside. He did it off the glass, and Florida goes on to the 69-61 win.
In a game like this, it's going to be low scoring. I've said it before. If you have a 23-point score, that might as well be a 40-point score against a team like Alabama who struggles to score offensively.
Well, Florida moves on. They will face number 1 Kentucky in the first game of the day. tomorrow. Kentucky on this floor practicing a little bit earlier today. Tony, what's the mindset of this team? They haven't played yet, and they're accustomed to that in this tournament, of course.
Well, you talk about a team coming in, trying to get used to the rim, trying to get used to the floor, but this team is ready and poised, and they're going to deliver. They're ready to play their first game, and they want to win this tournament.
Here's what the bracket looks like at this point on a Thursday night. Kentucky, Florida, we know that. LSU will face Auburn, again, who's won twice in this tournament. The winner of the game we're watching now faces second-seeded Arkansas, and Georgia awaits the winner of our final game tonight between Ole Miss and South Carolina. Big news outside of basketball with this conference. Greg Sankey has been named the 8th commissioner of the Southeastern Conference. That was announced earlier today. Sankey in his 13th year as a member of the SEC staff. He's been the executive associate commissioner and chief operating officer, the league office, since 2012. Mike Slive, of course, will retire as of July 31st of this year, and he will take over on the first day of August. So Greg Sankey, a former commissioner of the Southland Conference a while back, will be the next SEC commissioner, and we will have him join me on this set at the conclusion of the Tennessee Vanderbilt game we are watching. It'll be the first interview he's done, the only one he's doing today, and Greg Sankey will chat with us. Robert Hubbs III, a big throwdown there. Also had a big 3 late in the first half to give Tennessee to within 6, and that's where we stand right now. This halftime report is presented by Heroes Charge, the hit mobile game available on the App Store and Google Play. Download now.
Heroes Charge. Lead your heroes in the hit mobile game. Download Heroes Charge now.
I need fans put up. I need lights put up. Who's going to do that?
Now there's HomeAdvisor.com, a free service that matches your home project with top local service professionals.
We got everything from Home Advisor. Electricians, plumbers, handymen.
You get to read the customer reviews of all of your neighbors.
And you know that the companies that are on there have already been screened, and so you already have that confidence going in.
And Home Advisor is always free. Go to HomeAdvisor.com now.
Home Advisor.
The energy at Tennessee reaches far beyond our campus. As Lady Vol and Academic All-American, Candace Parker set new standards. Now she electrifies fans in LA. Keeping the lights on there and across the country is the work of Professor Elu Liu. Her research on the power grid puts UT at the forefront of this national issue. Candace Parker and Elu Liu, 2 exceptional women. Both chose Tennessee. Big Orange, big ideas.
Welcome back to the Heroes Charge
This halftime report is presented by Heroes Charge, the hit mobile game available on the App Store and Google Play. Download now.
Let's look back 2 years ago. It was the last time this tournament was right here in Nashville, and Ole Miss walked out of this building with a conference tournament championship. Marshall Henderson and company leading the way there as the Rebels advanced to the NCAA tournament. Won a game against Wisconsin in that tournament. 66-63 was the final score there. Of course, they are the next game of the night. They take on South Carolina. And if Ole Miss is going to make any kind of a run like that this season or in this tournament, who's going to spark it?
It's going to be Jarvis Summers. You talk about he scored 20 points their last outing, and him and his sidekick are the ones that's going to win this game. But if Jarvis Summers comes out and he's the leader on the court, you talk about getting inside the paint, making plays, and he's excellent getting to the foul line. He has a game where he can slow down, he can play fast, but what he does a good job of is creating his own shot off the bounce.
Stephen Moody, 5'10", ball of fire, elevates over 40 inches, needs an IV before every game because there's no fat on this kid. He cramps up all the time.
Just when you think you got rid of Marshall Henderson, in steps Stephen Moody with the ultimate vertical. He's a terrific scorer. He's got the heart of a champion. He wants the clutch plays. If you're defending Stephen Moody, he's going to get his points. But the thing is, you have to make him get his points off multiple shots. Vanderbilt beat them in the last game of the season. Stephen Moody had 14 points. Not bad. He did it off of 15 shots. That's what you have to do defensively.
They were a 16 this year. Ole Miss is. They were a 3 2 years ago when they won it right here. All right, second half coming up here. Vanderbilt leads Tennessee 38-32. I'll let you go ahead and play Tennessee here if that works for you. What has to happen in the next 20 minutes?
They got to keep defending the three like they have, but somebody has to step up and make life difficult for Damian Jones because he's dominated inside.
I really considered having you be Vanderbilt, but I didn't do it. All right, TD,
you're Vandy. They got to just keep moving the ball around the perimeter, making open shots, and then getting the ball inside to Damian Jones and showing his athleticism and his high jumping ability around the basket.
Is the intensity between these two what you expected, real quick?
I think so. In a rubber match, in-state rival, in Nashville, SEC tournament, win or go home. Both teams playing for the NIT, though. And maybe NCAA.
I was going to say,
Vandy makes a run.
Not so fast.
I know they're your favorite.
Vandy is a hot team. They've won 8 out of 10. They were 8-2 in the last 10 games, so they are the hot team. They're look forward to going to the next round.
I'm not saying they're going, but if they get to that final, I think the committee's got to look at.
You said they were going. You said mark it down.
I did. Did I?
No.
Now you're lying.
Yeah.
All right. Second half from here in Nashville is coming up. The Doors leading the ball 38-32. We'll see you when it's over with the next commissioner of the SEC. This halftime report is presented by Heroes Charge, the hit mobile game available on the App Store and Google Play. Download now.
Alex dreams of writing for a traveling theater company. 3 months away from home could bring his life to a standstill. But his Regions app will help him greenlight his dream and manage his money from the road. From paying bills to making transfers, Regions Mobile Banking gives you the flexibility of banking to go. So you can give life the green light.
Yeah, what's up? I've got some.
Ready to move your life forward? Switch to Regions.
When I was younger, I didn't want to admit I had a serious disease. Because of my diabetes, I lost the sight in my left eye. Misconceptions continue to surround this monster public health issue. But the simple truth is, diabetes can often be prevented and complications avoided. You're not alone. Understand the realities of diabetes and know that you can manage it and lead a full, active life.
Just a good. Look, we got to get out of this. I'm already on Auto Trader looking for a faster car. Save your search. Hand me your phone. Ah! Whoa! Hey, now what do I do about my Auto Trader search? Pick it back up on my tablet. All right. Boom! 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 God in heaven. We'd like to see this one, please. Can we get it in orange?
Looks like the Duke boys found the one for them. Thanks to the new Auto Trader. Find your car your way.
All that glitter, all that gold, we're all take care of your soul.
You're watching the NCC tournament presented by Regions. Back inside Bridgestone Arena, Tennessee and Vanderbilt about to begin second half play. The Vols will have to make up 6 big points here in the final 20 minutes. Dave Neal back alongside Darren Horn. Certainly Vanderbilt, they split the regular season matchups, and they were very hotly contested games. You can see the energy in the first half. Vanderbilt, I think, a little bit more, I guess, in tune with their game in the first 20 minutes.
Well, there's no question they were. The big reason is outstanding ball movement, and the threat of their ability to shoot the three has led to actually better performance on the inside. You see the great ball movement on the threes that they did hit. Ball never touching the floor, moving quickly. Tennessee's Jones can't adjust quick enough, but the threat of that has allowed Damian Jones to be a monster on the glass. He's got 11 and 9, including 3 offensive rebounds that he's turned into points. And then how about the strong finish on that one?
Take a look at our first half stats. Vanderbilt shoots 52%, but it's amazing what they did inside the arc tonight. And their free throws are +5 in the scoring department on that particular statistical category.
Well, you see 4 out of 12 from beyond the arc, so you would think they're not doing that well, but they're 8 of 11 on 2-point shots.
Let's get an update from the Vanderbilt side of things. Here's Kaylee.
Well, Damian Jones, a big part of that effort from Vanderbilt with his 11 points. As Kevin Stallings told me, he's a kid who cares too much. So as you saw his aggression from the very first whistle, Kevin Stallings says he believes that is a product of the fact that he asked him very simply to stop putting so much pressure on himself. He said, play hard, don't worry about all the other stuff. He believes that release has led to the success we've seen on the court.
Well, he was in beast mode in the first half. Armani Moore had to sit with 3 fouls. He gives it off to Reese, who had to sit with 3 fouls. They're back on the floor, and Siakam gets that block shot. Richardson struggled from the field in the first half. Missed all 5 of his 3-point attempts. Tapped around, last touched by Damian Jones. It'll belong to Tennessee. Boy, 7 passes per possession for the Commodores, and they've been quick passes.
They've been really quick, and it's hurt Tennessee's zone. Tennessee's got a matchup zone, very specific rules about if you do this, we're going to do that. And Vandy's ball movement's so quick, Tennessee hasn't been able to adjust.
Fisher Davis picks up his first foul. Vanderbilt only had 5 fouls in the first half. Tennessee, 11 personals.
Damian Jones is everywhere tonight.
That won't go. LaChance up ahead. It comes to Baldwin. To the rim. Lays it in.
That's a really small thing for a guy to get the basketball and look up floor immediately and have the awareness to make that pass, but it makes a big difference. Those are the kind of impact plays that Riley LaChance makes beyond just hitting threes.
Punter in the corner. Has it taken away. Here goes Baldwin again in the open floor. This time he throws it down. No layup there.
The difference on that play from what Vanderbilt's doing, Kevin Punter tried to take a dribble first. When he did, it allowed Vandy's defense to rotate and led to a turnover and a basket.
Vandy's led by as many as 11. It's 10 now. Hubs short arms it. Siakam the rebound. Fisher Davis can't get it to go. Loose ball foul though against Tennessee. And that is Armani Moore, and that is number 4.
Not good for Tennessee. What's good for Vanderbilt though? How about the outlet from the guard? Usually that's your big man, but Riley LaChance does it. And then a little defense leading to the easy dunk on the other end for Baldwin.
And Armani Moore has only played 11 minutes in this game. You wonder how much energy, and another foul against Tennessee, but Armani Moore involved in some of this chippiness in these games during the regular season. You wonder if his energy level may be a little too high to start this one. It's cost him a couple of fouls.
Well, he's a little too focused on some of the wrong things. You want to play with energy. You want to play with great toughness, but you also have to play with some basketball intelligence. Don't pick up cheap fouls, and at least 2 of his 4 have been bad ones.
How about that inbounds play? Damian Jones taps it right back to the inbounder. That was as clean and crisp as you'll get off an inbounds play. Baldwin gets the easy lay-in. Timeout, Tennessee. Boy, the Commodores playing with so much confidence. Back in a moment.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
So you're all set to book a flight using rewards miles from your airline credit card. But then the illusion begins. The flights you really want? Surprise, they're not available because they cost a ridiculous number of miles. Enough is enough. Switch to the Capital One Venture card. With Venture, you'll earn unlimited double miles. And using those miles is easy. Just book any flight you want on any airline. Then use your miles to cover the cost. No blackout dates. What's in your wallet?
These are basketballs. Both are round, wrapped in the same leather, filled with the same amount of air. Because they're the same. Except for one thing, the price. You wouldn't pay more for the same thing. So why pay more for the same satellite TV? Dish gives you the same games, the same upsets, and the same buzzer beaters, all for less than DirecTV. And you want to talk tourney? Dish lets you split your screen and catch 2 games at once. Boom shakalaka. Take the Dish challenge and save $250 guaranteed. Call Dish now.
SEC Network Basketball is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance, highest in customer satisfaction. Find your local agent at AutoOwners.com.
Boy, had a great halftime show. How about a couple of 5th grade basketball teams from right here in Nashville at the West Nashville Sports League, which has long been recognized as a big-time leader for youth sports in the Nashville area, offering baseball, flag football, soccer, hoops, serves over 5,000 young players. There were some players at halftime.
Some nice moves, no question. Ones we would have been showing replays of that have been in our game.
Good stuff from the 5th graders at halftime, enjoying some hoops at the 2015 SEC basketball tournament. Dave Neal, Darren Horn, and Kaylee Hartung with you for this one. And, of course, game number 2, South Carolina and Ole Miss. And a bump, and they're going to say continuation on the floor. Let's see. Fouls against Baldwin, and they're going to say on the floor. So tomorrow, the top 4 seeds take the floor. Kentucky, the first one out of the gate, 1 o'clock Eastern time against the Florida Gators. And another bump. Siakam just picked up his 2nd foul.
Siakam's athleticism allows Vanderbilt to switch dribble handoffs and ball screens when he's involved. Josh Richardson drives the basketball into him and creates a contact and draws a foul.
Richardson tried to draw a little bit more contact, steps back, knocks home the jumper. 9 now for Josh. Here's Jones. Boy, he was cut. Carmichael will be whistled for the foul. He just slid right under Damian Jones. That'll be number 4 on Carmichael now.
You see the trap, good awareness to get to the middle of the floor. And I don't think he really had to step up under him like that. He could have just slid over and gone straight up and down, but by not standing there and taking it in his chest, he got called for a foul.
Damian Jones to the free throw line. 3 out of 5 tonight. Look at 3 out of 6. Jones on the season, a 60% foul shooter, has now attempted 200 free throws. 10th in the conference in scoring, 3rd in block shots. They ended up calling that foul on Balkman, who was away from the play. Carmichael's the one who slid up underneath him, but they may have got the number wrong. They put it on 34 instead of 24. We'll see if they don't go back and reassess that foul. Hubs can't get it to go. Rebound to Damian Jones. 11 rebounds. Damian Jones with his 2nd double-double of the season. His first double-double of the year in the season opener. Look at Jones. My goodness. Just rips it right out of Carmichael's hands.
That is not a play that Damian Jones would have made early in this conference season. That's a play that comes with confidence and experience.
Damian Jones. going crazy tonight with 14 and 11.
And again, this is a guy that was first team all-league now. I think we forget because Vandy's been on this run and they're shooting the ball so incredibly well from the three-point line. We forget Damian Jones, one of the elite bigs in this league and a first-team all-conference guy.
Siakam sets the screen. Fisher Davis. Now back to Baldwin. LaChance. Had his pass batted by Richardson. Josh out hustles LaChance for the layup. Another possible turnover. Loose ball. They're going to say a foul on Reese. Boy, the Tennessee fans do not like it. And I don't blame him. That's number 4 now on Derek Reese. Looked like a 50-50 ball. Donnie Tyndall doesn't like it.
Damian Jones, aggressive on the interior, just rips it away from the Volunteers for the layup. The big fella is asserting himself as a force tonight, and his teammates love it.
Dad, like, how many more weeks are you going to be using my car?
Until my insurance claim goes through, this is our car.
Mr. Parker, my parents have...
Allstate.
They have this...
Claim satisfaction guarantee.
Really?
Their claim experience is...
Fast, fair, and hassle-free.
Or they get their, like, money back.
Sarah! Come to prom with me!
No.
Hey, Mr. Parker.
Claim satisfaction guarantee. Just another way Allstate is changing car insurance for good.
I need fans put up. I need lights put up. Who's going to do that?
Now there's HomeAdvisor.com, a free service that matches your home project with top local service professionals.
We got everything from Home Advisor. Electricians, plumbers, handymen.
You get to read the customer reviews of all of your neighbors.
And you know that the companies that are on there have already been screened, and so you already have that confidence going in.
And Home Advisor is always free. Go to HomeAdvisor.com now.
Home Advisor.
Heroes charge. Lead your heroes in the hit mobile game. Download Heroes Charge now.
Time now for our Allstate Good Hands play, and for that we'll focus in on big 3-0 in white. Damian Jones.
Well, for a big to be a good offensive player, it starts with his hands. And Damian Jones has good ones, and he's using them tonight. Already with a double-double. Has been a force around the basket for the Commodores.
Vandy shooting 57%. Right before we went to break, Derek Reese, who got the start tonight, picked up his 4th foul. He joins Armani Moore in that department. Look at the loose ball. My question is, Coach, nobody had possession of the basketball. They both collided. How did you determine Reese is the one with the foul?
To me, that one was a 50-50 ball. The key is if they determine that Siakam had control of it because he started to get 2 hands on it, but I'm not sure he ever actually had control of that one.
And you see the foul trouble for Tennessee. Carmichael with 3, and Moore and Reese both have 4. Moore back on the floor. Reese on the floor. There's Richardson. Josh now with 13 in the game. He's starting to heat up a little bit at the right time if you're a Tennessee fan.
Well, Richardson's going to need some help from somebody else and from this Tennessee defense. They need to create some turnovers and get some easy ones. Have to work awful hard in the half court to get baskets.
He has all of Tennessee's points here in the second half. Baldwin out of the corner. That won't drop. Siakam chases it down in the corner. Vandy wants a timeout. .30 seconds on that shot clock. Boy, Josh Richardson, what a player he's been.
Well, one of the areas he's really improved in is creating off the bounce, becoming a shot maker, not just a slasher and a spot-up shooter. And that was an outstanding move to go one way and come back the other and still get the basket.
Well, Saturday, the SEC ESPN Network brings you an SEC baseball double dip. First at 5, Auburn takes on Texas A&M. And then at 8, Ole Miss and LSU. Both games also available live on the Watch ESPN app as the SEC conference slate gets started in full force this weekend. Hope you can join us for those 2 games and all season long right through the SEC baseball tournaments. Out to Cornett. Shot clock at 13. Baldwin gets a screen from Luke. The chance over Richardson, in and out. Reese chases it down and gets it to Josh Richardson. Up ahead to Moore. Hunter, open 3, no good. Tap till a chance. Cornett. Baldwin had slid down in the corner. Obviously, Cornett thought he was still hanging around in the wing.
Well, Cornett did exactly what you teach. When you catch the ball in the high post, look down at the basket and then look opposite. You just got to make sure the guy's actually standing there before you throw it.
That would help. Vanderbilt with 24 second chance points tonight. In their last meeting, but only 4 tonight. Verify that stat. Boy, nice strong move to the basket by Baldwin. He now has a dozen. He's 4 of 7 from the field, and Tennessee has cut this to 7. Take away. Richardson lost the handle. It'll belong to Tennessee.
There's one too many dribbles by Luke Cornett into the teeth of the Tennessee defense. Got it stripped away. You got to protect the basketball because that guy right there will turn it into points on the other end. Good effort by Baldwin to knock that ball away. That was going to be an easy basket.
Richardson in the lane. Contact, count it.
I like what Donnie Tyndall's doing right here, Dave. He said, you know what? If we got a chance in this game, Josh Richardson's going to have to score, and he's going to have to score big. I'm calling his number every time down the floor. Don't see as many coaches do that anymore. That was a strong curl off the set play, dribble handoff, and finishing through the contact. This young man is really fun to watch. Does everything in the game.
Converts the three-point opportunity. Baldwin picks up the foul. That's his 3rd. And the Tennessee fans making some noise here at Bridgestone Arena.
Now that Cornett's out, Vanderbilt 4 smaller players in, 4 around 1. A lot of cutting against the Tennessee defense. Trying to catch them sleeping.
Damian Jones through the lane. Here's Richardson. Boy, that man defense is really causing some problems now for Vanderbilt. Richardson to the free throw line. He'll have it. Boy, Josh doesn't want his Tennessee career to end tonight.
Vanderbilt struggling to guard Josh Richardson off the bounce. I don't think it can be done by any individual on Vandy's team. Bad matchup for the Commodores. They got to get more help when Josh Richardson puts it on the deck.
Points, 11 this half, as Richardson has led Tennessee on this 10-0 run. Donnie Tyndall plays over 80% of the time in his 2-3 zone defense, but he's come out here in the second half and played much more man. As Josh gets a nice hand for the Tennessee fans. For more on Josh, let's go over to Kaylee.
Well, Dave, Josh Richardson, a senior and an undisputed leader on this Tennessee team. Donnie Tyndall says watching Josh grow as a leader has been something special to watch. At first, he watched him lead by example, but now in his senior year, he's become the vocal player he needs to be, a guy who is constantly challenging his teammates and challenging them to the run that we're seeing right now.
Josh won't sit for long, I promise you that. Roberson off to a chance. Tennessee slides back in that matchup zone. And a whistle stops play. And a foul against Tennessee on the inside. Carmichael just picks up his fourth. Josh Richardson keeping the dream alive for the Big Orange. Rallying the troops here in the second half.
The senior all-SEC guard is stepping up when his team needs it most. And he's feeling it.
What sorts of things are keeping you guys awake at night?
Am I saving enough? Will I be able to save enough before retirement?
My life expectancy now is 24 years. My money expectancy is about 15 years.
I don't want to get to the end of the road and not have any money in the bank.
An advisor can really help you look at the whole picture.
Starting tomorrow, Spike presents Friday Night Lights Out. World-class fights, 3 on Spike. It all begins with some of boxing's best when 2 blood and gut warriors go to war. Superstar Andre Berto battles dangerous brawler Josecito Lopez. Plus, hard-hitting welterweight Sean Porter takes on white-hot Roberto Garcia. Spike is lighting up Friday nights. Premier Boxing Champions, live tomorrow at 9 on Spike Channel 241.
Now's the time to ride, and Kawasaki is offering big savings. Get your adrenaline pumping on the Ninja ZX-10R, or work hard and play hard with a Mule side-by-side or ATV. You can save up to $2,000 on select models. Plus, retail financing as low as 3.95% for 36 months at participating dealers. Hurry, offer ends March 31st. For offer details and to find your nearest dealer, visit Kawasaki.com.
Back inside Bridgestone Arena. Tennessee making a run. Closed it to 2. They trailed in double figures a couple of times tonight. 11:46 to go here in the second half. Let's go back to game 1 in Nashville. Hubs to the basket with time running out in regulation as Tennessee overcomes a 5-point deficit with 15 seconds left to send it to OT. Josh Richardson with a big 3 in the last chance for the Commodores from Riley LaChance. And Tennessee escaped 76 to 73. But since that game, both teams have gone in completely different directions. 1-6 for Tennessee, 6-1 for Vanderbilt. For more on that, let's go over to Kaylee.
Hey, Dave, that entire huddle by Donnie Tyndall, X's and O's, the strategy and principle of shifting their defense from zone to man.
Vanderbilt by 2. Commodores still shooting 50% from the field, but struggling lately, missing their last 4 shots, including 3 turnovers. 4.5-minute drought ends on the Baldwin 3.
And that's the problem when you're adjusting defenses a little bit. against a team like Vanderbilt. You're not used to playing a certain way. Over-help situation on a shooter. Left Baldwin wide open.
In the corner. Too strong off the hands of Balkman. Rebound to Damian Jones. Here's LaChance Riley. 9 points, 1 of 5 behind the arc. Jones got the friendly roll.
Why not? He's done everything else tonight. And it's amazing for young players that are watching this game. When you give great effort and commit to things like defense and rebounding, your offensive game will come.
In that win over Ole Miss to finish up the regular season, he had 8 points, 3 rebounds, as Vandy did most of their work from the perimeter. Here's Richardson, pull up from 12, got it. He now has 13 of Tennessee's 15 points this half. A one-man show tonight for Josh Richardson. Off to Baldwin, shot clock closing in on 10 seconds. Baldwin wide open, left it short. Richardson, of course, Josh would have the basketball in his hands.
He chased that basketball down all the way from being over at the top of the key.
And then a foul on Roberson, trying to stop Richardson from cutting through the lane. That'll be the second on Jeff. Fisher Davis back on the floor now for the Commodores.
Fisher Davis brings great shooting, but they give up a little bit of a physical presence on the perimeter defensively in that substitution.
Here's Reese to Moore. Thought there was some contact, no whistle, but Moore comes away with a steal. Reese for 3. They're going to say it belongs to Vanderbilt. Tennessee says it was partially blocked. Donnie Tyndall can't believe it's not Tennessee basketball.
I think it had to get hit. It was an awful bad shot if that didn't get deflected.
Baldwin, inside pass to Siakam, won't go. There's Damian Jones. Boy, Damian playing some serious hoops.
Tennessee has no answer for Damian Jones on the offensive glass tonight.
Here's Reese. Balkman for 3. That won't go. Baldwin the rebound. Fisher Davis wide open. Ring it up.
You don't want to lose him in transition. Great range and a quick release.
Fisher Davis, 40% shooter from behind the arc. Kevin Stallings asking him to play a little D, though. We know you can shoot, son, but you've got a guard on the other end, too.
You got to do it on both ends. Tennessee just flat-footed. The key to transition defense is you got to get out early. As soon as the other team has the ball, Tennessee watches for just a second, and it cost them really heads-up play by Baldwin to throw the ball ahead. Tell you what, can't sometimes get a shooter to run back on D, but you can always get him to sprint to the three-point line on offense.
That is 60 made three-pointers this year for Matthew Fisher Davis, who was 7th in the conference in three-pointers made. But Vanderbilt shooting tonight, 6 of 19 from behind the arc. In their last 4 wins, they are shooting 51% behind the line. They have made 55 of 108 coming into tonight over those last 4 games. And Fisher Davis, 15 of 36.
Hey, Dave, who do you think Tennessee will run this one for?
I'm guessing 1. Richardson guarded by Fisher Davis.
Well, they need to get it back to him. Fisher Davis can't guard him.
Josh trying to come get the basketball. Instead, it'll go to Moore in the corner. That won't go. LaChance the rebound.
What Fisher Davis did do a good job of is denying Josh Richardson the basketball.
Armani Moore 0 for 4 from the field. No points, 3 rebounds. Jones. Damian Jones now with another deuce to make this a 12-point game.
Dave, we talked about during the 2 games we had together yesterday, if you're going to advance in tournament action, your stars have to play well. And Vanderbilt's biggest star, first-team all-conference player, Damian Jones, is bringing it tonight.
For the Commodores, traveling just about a mile down the road. Beautiful night in Nashville. Back in a moment.
The Ables opened a Regions home equity line of credit with an amazing rate, and the signs are everywhere. In the updated kitchen, and the refreshed bathroom, too. Regions' 1.99% introductory rate for 12 months can help you consolidate debt, pay for higher education, or renovate your home. We're here to assist you with quick decisions and helpful advice. As for the Ables, they're still going, with no signs of stopping. Ready to do something amazing? Call 1-888-IN-A-SNAP for credit costs and terms.
Dad, like, how many more weeks are you going to be using my car?
Until my insurance claim goes through, this is our car.
Mr. Parker, my parents have...
Allstate.
They have this...
Claim satisfaction guarantee.
Really?
Their claim experience
It's
is...
fast, fair, and hassle-free.
Or they get their, like, money back.
Sarah! Come to prom with me!
No.
Hey, Mr. Parker.
Claim satisfaction guarantee. Just another way Allstate is changing car insurance for good.
At Zulily.com, women are discovering something new every day.
Zulily has an amazing selection. You will find the cutest outfits for a fraction of the price.
We typically offer 100 new sales events each day, so there's always something special to discover, all at prices up to 70% off. And our mobile apps make it easy to shop on the go.
I know that if I find something on Zulily, I better grab it right away or it'll be gone.
Now it's your turn. Discover new selections and unbeatable savings. Shop Zulily.com and start saving today.
Well, coming up after this one, South Carolina and Ole Miss squaring off. Gamecocks in the building. So are the Rebels. Ole Miss trying to keep those NCAA tournament dreams alive. And Steph Moody also making his way in the building. Also in the building, Greg Sankey, who will take over as commissioner of the Southeastern Conference on August 1st. He has been a 13-year vet in the SEC office as the SEC Executive Associate Commissioner and COO. He will join Dar and the gang after the game to talk about what's in store in his tenure as he replaces Mike Slive, who has been commissioner since 2002. And certainly Greg knows all too well about the success of this league in the past 13 years as he's been with Commissioner Slive. And I hope the folks that follow this league appreciate what Mike Slive has done and meant to this Southeastern Conference in his tenure since 2002. A remarkable person that has done a remarkable job with this league.
Well, he's been incredible, and Greg Sankey's been with them most every step of the way, and it's going to be really well received by all those associated with the SEC, and I can tell you the coaches are going to like it.
Well, Coach Stallings likes the way his team has been playing here. Tennessee had cut this to 2, but Vanderbilt has stretched it back out to 12. Mitchell with 3 on the shot clock. Fisher Davis elevates in and out. A rebound to Josh Richardson. Richardson now with 5 rebounds. 20 points. Off to Hubbs. That's a big 3. Hubbs now with 10.
Kevin Punter with a nice kickback in transition. Hubbs stepped into that in rhythm, drained it. Had a little range on that one.
Under 6 minutes to go. 9-point game. Vanderbilt looking for their 20th win of the season. Tennessee trying to push their record over 500. Mitchell won't go. Jones, offensive putback. That won't go. Kicked out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. Tennessee will have it. Jones with 20 points, 6 shy of his career high, 14 rebounds, which is a new career high for the big fella. Hubs. That one's partially blocked, but right into the hands of Reese. Punter. He knocks home a 3. Back-to-back trifectas for the Volunteers, and they cut it to 6.
One thing you know about Donnie Tyndall's team, Dave, they are not going to go away. This is a team that plays with great effort, shows a lot of heart, and they've already come back once against Vanderbilt late in the game and won. They believe they can do it again. Got to chin the basketball. Anytime a big especially puts the ball over his head, now he's off balance. You want to chin the basketball, be on balance.
Moore, strong to the rim. Couldn't get it to go over Jones. Cornette the rebound. Armani with 4 fouls.
Vanderbilt has not gotten the basketball to Damian Jones on the block in several possessions. Need to get the big man a touch.
Fisher Davis won't go. Box out by Moore. Kept Jones away from the basketball. Here's Hubs. Now to Punter. Boy, he might have got away with a travel. Hits Reese. There's another 3. And it's a 3-point game. The chance to the rim. Jones taps it back to Fisher Davis. Now Baldwin. Fisher Davis. That won't go. Rebound to Reese. A chance to pull within 1 or tie it up.
Vanderbilt getting great looks from 3, just not knocking him down in the last several trips.
Tennessee, 3 straight 3-pointers. Now they'll head to the free throw line as Robert Hubbs III drew some contact. Tennessee making a late game charge. Are under 4 timeout. Vols hanging tough here at the SEC tournament. Stay with us for the finish.
SEC Network Basketball is presented by Regions Bank. Proud to be the official bank of the SEC.
Can a Hooters girl do your job for you while you play hooky to watch hoops? No. No, she can't. Does she make ditching work to eat wings and watch hoops worth it? Yes. Yes, she does.
Every day brings something new at HoteLook.com. The best styles at the touch of your fingertips. And get it all delivered right to your door. From your best days to your rest days. Find it at HoteLook.
As the host of a popular home improvement show, I know a lot about finding a great contractor for home repairs and improvement projects. Now there's HomeAdvisor.com, a free service that matches your project to top local service professionals. It isn't just a list. With just a few clicks, you're matched to service pros for exactly the type of work that you need done.
You're able to read other customer reviews. It's a system that I will always use.
Home Advisor conducts criminal and financial background checks on their service professionals. You can even use their cost guide to find out what hundreds of other repair and improvement projects cost in your area.
Home Advisor is a total solution to any type of work you would ever want to do around your house.
Their patented ProFinder technology matches you with top pros, then lets you pick the one you think works best.
It's absolutely free, and it's there for you 24/7.
Go to HomeAdvisor.com now to get started on your next project.
Home Advisor.
Vanderbilt leading Tennessee 59-56. The rubber match between these two clubs as they meet here in the SEC tournament for the first time since 1987. That game Tennessee won 74-57 in the SEC tournament. Vandy's had their woes against Tennessee in the tournament, just 1-6 But the 188th meeting all-time between these two teams, and Tennessee leads 115-72, and this one looks like it's heading down the wire. Vanderbilt has allowed the three-point shot to let Tennessee back in this game.
Well, the key has been they've been quick shots. That one on a flip back in transition, and even these next two that you're going to see were quick shots before Vanderbilt actually really got their defense set. That's what Vanderbilt was doing to Tennessee in the first half. Now Tennessee's flipped the script with 3 straight threes.
Boy, 3 of 21 from behind the arc, and then he knocked down 3 straight.
Shot making cures a lot of ills in the game of basketball.
Josh Richardson, another tremendous evening. 20 points, 5 rebounds. Reese been playing with 4 fouls, Moore with 4 fouls. As Hubbs goes to the free throw line, 10 points, his first free throws of the evening.
I've talked to several NBA scouts about Josh Richardson. When they say, well, what is he? I say he's a player and a winner.
Yeah,
you know, I mean, just throw him out there. He's gonna make plays on both ends of the floor, and he's gonna show tremendous heart to will his team to win.
And I know it's been talked about all year, but the fact that he goes to Donnie Tyndall and says, I want to be your point guard, even though he's not a point guard, I'll make it work for us. And he has done that and then some. Wide open for Cornett. That won't go. Rebound into the hands of Richardson. Off to Hubbs. Big hop step. Got it to go. We're tied at 59.
Vanderbilt not getting back in transition after their three-point shots. They've got to find a way to get the ball to Damian Jones on the block.
Or LaChance to the basket. That snaps a 12-0 Tennessee run. Timeout Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, 6 out of 24 behind the arc. Just 25% tonight, so LaChance takes it to the hoop. Riley with 11 points.
Tennessee has upped their tempo in the last 5 minutes, really pushing against Vanderbilt's defense. Vanderbilt has not done a good job of getting back. And Riley LaChance says, you know what? This half-court stuff's not working. I'm just going to go get us a quick one, guys. Stop this run.
Why the timeout for Kevin Stallings at that point?
Because the game's not going the way he wants it to. So after that quick basket, now you stop Tennessee's run, and you're going to be able to get your team calm down, set, and let them know exactly what you want them to do. It may be a change of defense. It might not. It might be just refocusing them.
2 timeouts remaining for both clubs. Possession arrow favors the Commodores. Closing in on 3 minutes to play. Here's Richardson. Backs up. Got it. Josh with 22. $15 this half for Mr. Richardson.
Your stars have to show in March. The 2 stars for Tennessee and Vanderbilt have showed big tonight.
Roberson tried to get it to Siakam, intercepted by Reese. Hubbs off to Richardson. Hubbs wide open 3. Got it! Tennessee leads it by 3. Timeout. Vanderbilt.
Josh Richardson with outstanding dribble penetration. You're going to see him drive the ball middle, and they're going to space out to the corner for the throwback. Dribble penetration, the problem in this situation. Draws 2, throws it back. Hubbs bangs it.
Boy, what a turn of events. This is payback in so many ways. Tennessee trailed by 12 here in the second half. What's ironic about that is Vanderbilt trailed by 13 in the second half in their last meeting in Knoxville, and the Doors came back to win on the road. Tennessee trying to return the favor here in Nashville.
If there's a way to go back and look at 3-game series played in a conference season, you'd be hard-pressed to find one better than these 3 games.
Tennessee has scored on their last 7 possessions. Where does Vandy go for a hoop?
Vanderbilt's got to get the ball inside to Damian Jones, or at least get the ball inside out before they settle for a 3.
Boy, Jones tried to flash, but Reese covered that up in a hurry. Shot clock at 15. Here's LaChance. Jones trying to get some position on Reese. Can't do it. Now Cornette. They do get it to Damian Jones. Fisher Davis, 3 on the shot clock. LaChance going to have to get it off. Shot clock violation.
Too many extra passes. You have to know time and score. Shot clock running down. Fisher Davis should have let it fly.
Richardson with 1:25 to play. Rebound Siakam. Loose ball. Taken away by punter. And a reach-in foul on LaChance out on the floor. No basket.
And who deflected the ball? Josh Richardson. Young man makes winning plays on both ends of the floor. Lazy pass by Fisher Davis gets deflected. Punter takes it all the way to the rim.
So Punter will step to the free throw line. Has not been there tonight. He has 7 points, 4 assists. The junior college transfer out of State Fair Community College in Missouri. By way of his home in the Bronx up in New York.
So the biggest key for Vanderbilt struggling offensively, and credit Tennessee's defense as well, but they're not getting the same kind of ball movement they were early when they were spreading out Tennessee's defense and making it hard for them to get to the quick passing.
Tennessee's largest lead of the game comes with a minute to play. Fisher Davis, deep 3, no good. Rebound to punter. 44 seconds to go. 10 seconds separate the 2 clocks. Boy, time running out here in a 2-possession game. Got a foul, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, you know, I think you got a foul right away for sure in that situation, Dave. But if you choose not to and gamble that you're going to get it back with 10 and hope you can get a quick one, which is not enough time in my estimation, you don't want to let that much time run off the clock and then foul. Either foul right away or roll the dice.
So Wade Baldwin just fouled out of this game with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Kevin Punter, 2 out of 2 at the line. Misses the front end. Here's Mitchell. Lost the handle. Can Reese save it? Yes, he can. 15 seconds and a foul. What a comeback by Tennessee.
The defensive activity of Tennessee's hands in this second half has been the difference. So many deflections that have led to steals and missed opportunities for Vanderbilt.
Reese can't get that to go down. Don't forget, both teams' pressers will be on SEC Plus and will also be on the Watch ESPN app after the game if you want to hear comments from the coaches and players.
It's a big free throw with only 15 seconds left, because it would mean they have to have 2 threes instead of being able to take a quick 2.
Reese 1 out of 2. Mitchell off to LaChance. Now Cornett. Long 3, no good. Long rebound to Moore. And that'll do it. How about the Tennessee Volunteers? They finish on a 20-2 run and shock Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt led by the 3, playing well down the stretch. They died by the 3 tonight. Credit Tennessee with great effort. And that man right there, Josh Richardson.
Josh Richardson with 22 huge points. The senior will get to play another day in the orange jersey.
And his greatest quality is what you see right here, his leadership and his enthusiasm. He makes plays on both ends of the floor. He was so aggressive in the second half, willing himself to the rim, and then after he draws the defense, finding his teammates too. He'll make whatever the right play is for his team to win.
He finishes at one point. He had 13 of Tennessee's 15 points in the second half. Let's go over to Kaylee right now with a happy Donnie Tyndall.
Coach, it was a game of runs, but your 20-2 run to end it got the win for you. How did you get it done?
Well, I tell you what, our kids showed great resiliency. Obviously, things didn't go our way quite a few times throughout that game, but they stayed the course. We had timely stops and rebounds. Josh kind of took the game over for a 3 or 4 minute stretch, and wow, Robert Hubbs really stepped up as well.
Josh Richardson made game-winning plays for you at both ends of the floor. Where did you feel his impact the most?
Well, I tell you the thing about Josh is his leadership. We came to the huddle when they took the 12-point lead, and he went right in every guy on our team's tail and challenged them, said we're not losing this game, and you know, he's one of those guys, he backs up his words.
You've watched Robert Hubbs come along in the second half of this season. What did you see from him tonight that proved to you he's developed into a different player?
Well, he didn't settle for jump shots. Now, he made a few, but he drove the ball, he attacked the rim, he didn't play laterally, he drove it in a straight line and got to the paint, and he played fantastic.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations. Dave.
Boy, Donnie Tyndall can coach him up. There is no question about that as you look at our tournament brackets. As Tennessee advances, they get number 2 seed Arkansas tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Ole Miss, South Carolina coming up next. The winner of that one will get Georgia. But Josh Richardson, what a second half. 7 of 7, 15 points as he leads Tennessee to victory, 67-61. Now coming up next, more from our first round of South Carolina. We'll take on the Rebels of Ole Miss. But time to send it to the guys up on the set. Here's Dar.